Beyond reaction, the heart of the matter.
I'm neither shocked nor appalled at the recent video depicting the Obamas as apes. This is not because it is not shocking nor appalling, but because this is America.
I live in it, and I'm not delusional about it. America is an awesome country, but she is like a carnal Christian who refuses to truly repent. She continues her schizophrenic nature around race. I'm not angry about it. It's ignorance. Ignorance knows no bounds and will continue to abound until that last enemy called death is destroyed. You and I could spend our lives and energy fighting this ignorance to no avail with increased frustration, or we can model knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and most importantly, revelation. We must continuously ask the question as the sons of God, what does God say about a matter? This is the eternal question that must drive our dialogue and our point of view. If we limit ourselves to a reactionary response to ignorance, we will find it difficult to advance knowledge. So as a general framework of life, let us be aware of the facts, but without being bound by their limitations. Let us transcend to the ideas that are lovely, honest, pure, of virtue, and of praise. And then let's work. Having said that, let me speak plainly about the video in bullet points listeners could choose to unpack in the privacy of their own space. The video was foolish and childish. Number two, do your own research. News media outlets are reporting this story for their own self-interest and to make money. Don't form your opinions based on what they're saying, or else you function like a slave. Number three, there are some who argue that one must look at the video clip of the Obamas in the context of the entire video. No. No one needs to see the entire video to make a judgment. Context does not mitigate foolishness. Whether the president was aware of the video or not, or condones it or not, does not relieve him of the responsibility that someone on his staff produced it. Leadership is, at its core, the acceptance of responsibility. The same Christian believers who rightly called out President Obama for enabling a cultural redefinition of marriage should also stand up and acknowledge that this kind of behavior enables demonic spirits of racism and hatred to thrive with permission in the culture. Number six, we get the leaders we deserve, and whether we like it or not, they are a reflection of the nation and the culture at large. Black Americans must demand self-respect of themselves and their influencers before they demand respect from white Americans. Silence of the majority church influencers in the culture on matters like this is history repeating itself. Southern Baptist Convention. Too many of our Christian influencers conflate the purpose of the church with monetized policy aligned with minimal Christian ethics. Consequently, they are enslaved to the whims of carnal politicians. Here again, as I stated on other occasions, we are left with the incessant nagging question, what are you going to do about it? Friends, the bigger story in all of this is not that the video was released. The biggest story in all of this is not that someone actually put it together.
The big story here is what was happening inside the people who conceived this idea and gave them the unmitigated gall to act on such foolish and evil thoughts. The big story here is what is going on inside of the human soul, the disrepair and brokenness and departure from basic humanity. The big story here is that when you attack the image of a man and his wife or the image of anyone, you are dealing with the fundamental and core value of all mankind. That is, that we were made in the image of God, that all of us came out of him, and that all of us have infinite value, and that if one of us is demeaned, all of us are demeaned. And as my mothers and her sisters would say, God don't like no ugly. And this video, my friends, was ugly. And if the President of the United States does not apologize for it, he will be responsible for allowing the demons of racism to have permission in the culture. But the good news is that these things speak to the vision of this church. That is, there is a need for godly leadership in every sphere and every generation. That if we raise more godly leaders, they, by their very existence, will cause power to concede. Yeah. This is why we have this panel today. We need more people like them and like you to take their place in the world. We've got the answer. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Father, raise up godly leaders. Father, raise up godly leaders. Father, raise up godly leaders.